Good morning. So we're back out on the hills. It's been a while, what with holidays and a number of unsettled weekends when the weather's not been that great. It's actually, last time I was out was in early June, so this is just at the beginning of September. So it's good to be back on the hills. Plan today is to go round the Beinn circuit. It was lovely and sunny on the drive up and for about 10 minutes at the car park, but since then it's turned cloudier. But tops are clear and hopefully the sun will come back out for us. So we're just working our way over to the first summit, Ghlo, and it's quite an easy ascent, this one. There's a very obvious path. Long time since I've been here. I think it was at least about 20 years ago. First time was back in 1997, and I think it's only been twice that we've visited this area, so it's good to see it again. That's us about 625 metres now. Very good path. It's more or less just stepping stones the whole way up. Allows you to move quickly, and we're hopefully, I would think, about another half an hour or so to get up to the summit. I'm looking towards the summit in the distance, just up in the horizon. So probably about 5-10 minutes. So that's us finally, I think, heading towards the summit, off the steep ridge that we're climbing up there. It's pretty unrelenting, but it does still mean you're up here quickly. I mean, that's about an hour and a half from the car, and we're over the 900 metre mark now. The sunshine definitely seems to have headed south for the day after the very optimistic forecast. There's complete cloud cover over here, but you can see down to the south that it is still brighter, so it might just clear, but the cloud's high, it's not affecting visibility. So I'll bring you back once we're at the summit. From the summit you can see the route we'll be taking. First of all along the ridge in the centre, then up to the second Munros, which is in the middle, and down to the Beinn and over to the third one. And then it's a case of just a descent off that and then back along the track to the car. So it's certainly quite a sizable cairn. So we're just leaving the summit of the first Munros. It seems to be brightening up a little. Looks like perhaps this cloud will burn back after all, so fingers crossed. This is quite an easy descent. We're going along the ridge and down to Beinn and then up to number 2. So we're making good progress up from the Beinn between the first and second Munros. We've dropped down to about 750 metres and now we're up about 865. So not be too long then to get to the second summit. It is also starting to brighten up. The cloud is breaking a little and the sun is trying to come through. So that's an added bonus, and quite good in fact that we didn't have the sun out maybe earlier on when we had the steep ascent up to the first top, but it would be nice if we got a bit of blue sky as we traverse round for the rest of the day. So that's us now onto the ridge leading up to the summit of number 2. I think it will just be beyond the horizon there. having a break for a minute. Looking up towards summit of number 2 and then round towards the Beinn, and there's number 3 in the distance, and the plan is to come down this ridge and back down to the track. So it's just reaching Munros number 2. The watch is saying 10-50 metres, and the sun's out. This is a nice level section here. We're also out the wind. We're just traversing round about 990 metres. So it's really picked up now, sun is out. I've noticed out to the far west also that the cloud has lifted on the Ghlo hills. So despite the fact the cloud is meant to build up during the day according to the forecast, at the moment it's done the reverse, but I suspect the cloud will come back in later on, but we're getting a good day and that's the main thing. We almost went up to do Derry Cairn Gorm today, and then at last minute I suddenly remembered that the Braemar gathering was around about this time of year, so I'd gone on and checked and it was actually today, so we decided to abandon that plan and go there later on maybe in the autumn, and the decision was made to come to Beinn Ghlo. So it's a while since I've done 3 Munros in a day, but the old legs seem to be coping not too badly at the moment. But it's always the coming down, it's not the going up these days, that's the challenge. But no, it's an enjoyable walk, and just heading across now to the Beinn, and it'll be up to the third Munro of the day. So that's just approaching the summit of 3rd Munro. It's getting a bit windier now, but it's been a really good day. Sun's out, and we'll stop up here for some lunch and a drink. Getting quite thirsty. So far that's about, let me just check. Yeah, just about 4.5 hours from the car to this point. So, we'll stop up here and then get some photos of the view, some footage, and head back home. rather than returning by the usual route which takes you down to the Bealach between the third and second Munros, we decided to continue on to the summit of Beinn, which would actually be seen quite recently before doing this walk on a video that Scotland's Mountains had put up, where Murray had ascended Beinn and then done the traverse in reverse. So we got to the summit and it's a really nice viewpoint. The view back to the first Munro, Carnlaith, is particularly fine. And there was a faint path that we were able to follow for most of the descent. It came and went a little bit at points, but it was there. That's us now descended off Beinn. It's quite steep. I wouldn't recommend it on a wet day or if the weather's not good or in the winter, but there's a path. It's very gravelly and steep in places, but we're now on the final section which takes us through heather, and we can see where it cuts through there down to the river and then back on to the main path. I'll swing it round and just show you. So you can see Dave there just cutting across, but we end up over here on the path, and then we just follow that out and round back to the car park. So I hope you've enjoyed this trip. Remember, you can follow Scottish Climber on Instagram and also on Twitter. I'll put the links on the screen, and also really appreciate it if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will try and get out more in the autumn. I know I've not been posting as much recently, but I will get a few more films up hopefully as we go through autumn into early winter. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.